All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have a video today on the area of a triangle, except we're going to be using sine. So you're very used to the area of a triangle being base times height, but what happens when you can't find the height of a triangle? So consider the following triangle ABC, similar to when we talked about law of sines. So if you remember, we talked about side A being lowercase a opposite angle A, side B being lowercase b opposite angle B, and side C being opposite angle C. Now, you're going to know one of these angles. So I'm going to assume for right now that we know what angle C is. We have that information. So it turns out that the area of a triangle will actually be 1/2 lowercase a lowercase b sine of C. So what this means here is that if I know an angle and I know the sides next to that angle in a triangle, I can use those sides, the angle in between those sides, and 1/2 multiplied together to find the area of that triangle, and it'll work for any triangle. The key is that the angle is between the two sides that I know. Okay, that is the key piece of information that we need to work with. So let's try some examples. And again, I can't stress this enough, you gotta draw the picture. So for triangle ABC, they're giving us the area here. Okay, so area is 100 square centimeters. They're telling me that C, lowercase c, is 20 centimeters, and they're telling me that the measure of A is 30 degrees. They're asking what B is. So if my formula is area equals 1/2, now for me, you can't get caught up on the AB. You have to realize that it's the sides with the angle in between. So for us, it'll be 20 and x sine of 30. And then the other piece that you have to remember is they gave us the area here. So we knew that that was 100. And so we're solving for x here. So 100 is equal to 10x sine of 30. Now, sine of 30 just happens to be 1/2. So this ends up being 10 times 1/2. So I get 100 equals 5x. And then I divide by 5, and I end up with 20 is equal to x. So I get 20 centimeters. All right, let's try number 2. For question number 2, again, I have a triangle ABC. A is 8, B is also 8, and they're telling me the area is 16. They're asking me for C, the angle in between. So again, area will be equal to 1/2 times 8 times 8 times the sine of C. But I know the area. The area happens to be 16. So 8 times 8 is 64. Half of 64 is 32. So 16 is 32 sine of C. Divide by 32, divide by 32, I get 1/2 is equal to the sine of C. Now remember, I'm looking for angle C here, so this is where I have to do second sine or arc sine of 1/2 in my calculator, and this happens to be 30 degrees. So C is equal to 30. Remember though, for this, we're only going to be choosing 30 to plug in. Okay, all right. So here they're starting off with triangle ABC. Again, they're telling me that the area is 20. They're telling me that A is 10 and B is 8. Again, they're lowercase, so they're side lengths. And they want me to find the measure of degrees of angle C. So I'm going to get 20, the area, is 1/2 times 8 times 10 is equal times the sine of C. So 8 times 10 times 20 is 40. So 20 is equal to 40 sine of C. Okay, we divide by 40, we get 1/2 equals the sine of c. So we do second sine 1/2, and we get 30. So again, we're just going to plug in 30 here. Area using sine, quite simple formula. Again, make sure that you just check that the angle is in between the sides that you know. There's an assignment up there. Again, just asking you to kind of reinforce this skill, and we'll go from there. So again, hope you like the video, and I'll see you on the next one.